Okay, Rose, are you good to go?
If I must be,
Why do you always respond like that?
to cause pain, drama.
Okay, well, I think we're all ready to get started. Sorry we're running a little late. We had some technical difficulties. But welcome everyone. Today we're playing The Sims again, the Black Widow Challenge. I think we're trying to get to know a new husband and maybe kill him off today, is I think what the goal is. And
We
what?
want to find this rich man.
Oh, I think we found one last time if I remember right.
Hello, I'm good. I'm holding a tiny dog. Have a good
I'm doing okay. My voice is still recovering a little bit, and I managed to twist my ankle really great last night, so I'm just doing really good on the knot.
time. Trying to see how many ways she can injure herself in 1 week.
Well, preferably all right before school, so that I can just be, sad before school starts. Okay, that's right. We're here. We should probably go home before we come back to
Hi,
romance this guy.
welcome.
Um,
Uh,
because otherwise she's gonna get kicked out for sleeping in his house.
how did you twist your ankle, man?
I fell down the steps at Rose's house, so really it's her fault. I personally
There is
believe
no
that.
step.
There are steps going outside of your house. Like when you leave the main door, there's a couple steps, and some of them are very unstable. And I fell flat on like my side, and it hurt quite a bit.
It is on purpose.
I know that you did it on purpose, but I twisted my ankle pretty bad. I don't know how bad because it was last night, and I just went to bed. It really, really hurts this morning, and I think probably bruised up my whole side too.
But it's going pretty good. We're going to talk about, how often we talk about serial killers. Not actually that often. You know how often we talk about murderers. But we're going to talk about how to not die
This
from
was
particularly a murder, not just in life. I can't help you with that.
specifically from serial killers.
Yes, just in life. It probably rest. She can't. She has school. She chose to do this. You're welcome. I will continue to do it until all of this community has a healthy sleep schedule.
Because what was it? You should probably rest. Also, the Rose thinks forcing me to sleep. I saw that she was pressuring people last night.
I'm gonna peer pressure you guys into health.
Okay, what else going wrong in the house? Axel's probably
Anyway, we're
broken
gonna start
things.
with the most useful articles for surviving a serial killer, and that's WikiHow. They always know what they're talking about and have never lied to me ever.
Never ever.
Never ever. And they have so many helpful articles, like how to pretend to be a mermaid,
I didn't
how to
know that they
become
had
a
those
vampire.
articles.
What?
I didn't know that they had those
What?
kind of articles.
Would you like to read some of them?
No, I'm good. I'm busy getting him to the husband to clean up everything before we murder him.
This starts with a lovely intro that I just think the first sentence is just really starts us off strong. Serial killers are habitual but unusual predators. I think that starts us off on a real strong note for this WikiHow article. But that's really the only interesting thing they say in the beginning. Even though they do mention that your odds of being killed by a serial killer are less than winning a big lottery, so maybe that means go buy a lottery ticket is what they're saying. I don't know.
I don't think that's what they're saying.
That's what they're implying. I'm sure it is. The best way to avoid becoming a victim is to follow general safety guidelines, which apparently are different for everyone, as we talked about last night when I said, oh, if you're walking home late at night, like you shouldn't put your hair up. And May went, I've never heard that. And we grew up in the same household.
Well, it's awesome because I haven't for most of my life had long hair. It's usually pretty short, so I don't put it up in a ponytail. But your reasoning for that was that someone could like grab it, and I think they could grab your hair regardless of if you put it up in a ponytail or not.
Yeah, but it's easier. It's already up. Anyway, method 1 of 3. Avoiding an opportunity for attack. Which is to be aware of your surroundings, always. Just be shifty. Be the problem in the house.
What do you mean be shifty be the problem in the house?
Unless you're a boy and bald, yes. Just anyone can be bald if you try hard enough. That doesn't make any sense. Anyone can be bald if they want to, or if you try hard enough. And that just solves so many issues. So many problems.
Don't think it solves that many issues.
So many issues solved by being bald.
It may make your like daily routine easier, but it doesn't solve everything. And I think even for men, it's still kind of like people frown upon it a lot and say rude things. I think
you gotta shine your head.
You have to do. Is that like an actual thing you have to do?
Like car tires? I don't know. I'm hoping it is. Because where's the fun in not doing that?
She's very tired. Oh wait, what else?
Hey,
yes.
Do you know where your nearest police and fire station are? Because if you don't, they're saying you'll be killed by a serial killer.
No, I don't know where the nearest police and fire station are.
So she's at risk.
The only time I've ever known where the nearest police and or fire station was in my entire life was when we lived like next to one.
I know where the nearest police station is. I don't know where the fire station is right now.
I don't even think I know where the big police station is in our city. Like I don't think I'm aware of like where the main one is. It's just not something I have to use, so I don't know about it. I don't know ours either. Yeah, see, it's not just me.
That is correct. It is a good idea to know where those things are. Not for, being killed by a serial killer, but just in life.
Okay, let's pretend I know where these things are. I'm so directionally impaired. I remember I get lost in Minecraft. It's not like I'm gonna be able to find them.
You might. You might make it there eventually.
It seems unlikely.
Step 2. Travel with someone whenever possible, especially at night.
I feel like I do that. I don't go anywhere because I don't drive. I mean, I can drive, but I refuse to. I make other people chauffeur me around.
Reindeer man. He brings me great things.
What?
You see him now? The little reindeer man.
It's cute.
The little reindeer emoji. Look at him. That one's pretty common sense. With purpose.
Oh, cooking level 10. We've actually got cooking level 10, so we don't have to cook no more.
Now we just have to be charismatic. I'm underage, so I'm stuck inside the house 24/7. I can go places with free will, and I just don't leave my house. So.
She just chooses not to never leave.
I own a car. I know how to get places. I have a license, and I choose not to use it. So don't worry.
Okay,
we're gonna with purpose. It says act with purpose, not walk with purpose. Act with purpose. Don't ask random people on the street for directions. Do people do that?
I think people do the random street on directions thing. Like I've seen people do that. I've had people come up to me and ask me for directions, like on campus. How many people I've known that are scared to drive, don't want to. I don't have social skills, so even if I can, I'll stay inside.
I don't deeply enjoy driving. I also just don't want to go places, so it works out really well.
I think it's becoming more of a thing. I think it used to be less of a thing that people, like my father's generation, I know he talks about like how we always wanted to drive. Maybe okay, if she can't go on a date with him, I'm just gonna have her travel. Like we always wanted to drive everywhere. It was like a freedom thing. And I think our generation has freedom in other ways and just doesn't care. Does anyone remember what the guy was called who we had picked out?
Why don't we travel to the dog since they had the dog?
No, it wasn't the one to the dog.
I don't remember the guy.
Oh wait, I found him. No, I don't want to travel. I know who he was. I remembered now. So I think it's more of like I don't know, a thing that's happening more and more nowadays. I'm just afraid of most everything, and so driving, like adding that to the list, is not exactly like a big jump for me. At least that's how it feels.
Step 4 is lock your car doors, which is also something I assume people already knew to do. But they do say, don't sit in the parking lot. I feel like everyone's social skills changed. They did. And now they're all gone altogether.
I agree. I think we're all going to have problems. Invite to hang out. That's what we want. Getting back into society. Because of everything that's happened. Because, like, we haven't been on campus in forever. I keep thinking about that, and it frightens me how we haven't been on campus and how, like, life is so, I don't know, it's just so different having, like, classes at home and stuff than it was having
Why wouldn't
classes
they lock their car doors? I don't know.
school.
My car doors lock automatically, but they
Is that
also
the
say
time?
don't put on your seatbelt. So
Why did they say don't put on your seatbelt?
they say, avoid sitting in the parking lot fiddling with your radio, checking your mobile phone, putting on your seatbelt. When am I supposed to put it on, WikiHow?
Maybe it's just because you look down to put on your seatbelt. Like, you naturally, like, kind of look, like, where the buckle is to do that.
Instead of dying via serial killer, die via car wreck.
Yeah, exactly.
Choose.
The wouldn't lock your doors, like, I know our grandfather still doesn't, like, he leaves his car doors unlocked a lot. Because it's just a thing he does, and he doesn't think that they'll steal him. He also has this weird statement that I just don't
No, okay,
agree with.
hold on. Our grandfather's weird. Our grandfather assumes he told our mom at one point to leave our car keys in the car because if someone was going to rob the house, why wouldn't they, that way they take their car instead of robbing the house. And that makes no sense, but that is something he has said before.
Yeah,
So
he truly believes that,
hoping they will steal the car instead of rob the house.
which I don't think is true. I think if they go, oh look, the car doors are unlocked, these people must be idiots. They also left the keys in there. What other kind of stuff do they have just lying around in their house? That's what I feel like.
Because maybe just, back in my day we didn't lock the car doors. Maybe that would be nice. But no, he does it. He knows he's supposed to and does it with intention. But I always bring up there's that one serial killer whose name I should really look up who said, I don't murder people in their homes if their doors were locked. And I think that's what's changed. I think he's the problem. It also says lock your doors and windows at home, which is also something I didn't know people didn't do.
I don't know. I think people don't realize it. Maybe some that they. Where is this guy?
Chat. I'm hyper aware of it. I'm paranoid. I'm fine with being called that.
I don't. Where is? Oh, there he is. Okay, come back.
He's talking to another woman, beat her up.
I'm going to go apologize. I don't know what I did wrong, but we're gonna apologize anyway. Because this is what we're supposed to do. This is the next step, right, Rose? Like, to get our love bar to full and then ask him to move in, yeah?
Yeah, except we move in with him and take us home.
Oh, that's right. We're going to enthuse about fruitcake.
Method 2 of 3. We've moved on. Beware of needy strangers.
Like, just that, like, need too much of your attention?
Yeah. Beware. Say no if someone unknown asks for help getting into their vehicle. Once again, not something I knew people did.
That seems like automatically, though, it would seem like a scam or something if they're like, could you help me get in my car? I think that would be a red flag, but that may just be more of a mom thing.
Don't help people who are limping, who have a cane, who have too many packages, or any other suspicious reason.
So just
not specifically into their car. Just do not help.
Just don't be nice or helpful to anyone. See, I don't know. That seems like we're at comedy skill 2. We don't need that. We need to be more charismatic.
Basically, don't be social. Yes. Basically, WikiHow is saying,
stay in your house.
Lock your car doors, your windows, and don't leave. And if anyone approaches you, they are trying to kill you. Do not speak to them.
I don't know if that's exactly what they're saying.
That's exactly what they're saying. Step 2 is to trust your gut instinct.
This is one that's an interesting.
Never let strange people into your home.
The gut instinct is an interesting concept, though, I think, Rose. We should spend some time on this topic. Because I know that a lot of people, it was something very much in our family we grew up with, like, trust your gut. How do you feel inside? What are, if your stomach feels funny and is telling you different things, listen to that. And I don't know if it's because our family's hippies or not. Or, like, there's, like, people who think they have gifts. But I don't think this is a thing in a lot of people's families. Don't wander off, lady. We were having a lovely conversation with him.
Well, for those of you science folks who weren't raised by hippies, There is a lot of evidence about your gut. Like, your gut has neurons in it, which is the same thing in your brain. If you didn't know. Maybe you didn't. I don't know.
Wait, I can get him to move in with us before he gets married, right? I just can't marry him before we're like,
we want to move in with him.
oh, that's asked to join household? I feel like that's the right one. We'll see.
It might be.
Look, okay.
We can't live in our tiny house with all them children anymore.
Yes, we'd like to move in with you. We want to move you and you and you, and we all want to go here. Should I go ahead and kick the other people out? I can do that now.
Probably a good plan.
You two should go there. No, all the money should stay with us, though. All of it.
Anyway, but yeah, so there is a lot of evidence about, like, you actually can feel things in your gut, kind of, you know, the whole your stomach is your second brain kind of thing.
I'll leave them $100. That should be enough, right?
Didn't you not kick out one other person?
Oh, her. I didn't see her. Okay, that's everybody, right? Yeah.
Yes.
$100 should be enough for them, I think. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll be fine. We just took their home and their son.
And their money. Check.
It's okay.
This is what they mean by don't invite strangers into your homes.
Yes. But we've always been told to trust our gut feeling, and we do probably to an extreme extent sometimes.
Well, do you want to mention the thing about people thinking they have gifts?
Yeah, but that's because our family is insane, and we could have a whole video on that.
Insane. I don't know if insane is the right word.
Okay, you act like we haven't had people who genuinely would have been admitted to mental hospitals.
There are definitely people who would have been admitted to mental hospitals, but that's older generations, and we don't have to talk about them.
There's people who would be admitted to mental hospitals now. Like, their issues are extreme enough.
Okay, before we get too far into this conversation, and I forget and let someone get taken away by child services, are these teens still? Do they still need teen beds or something? Because I feel like this house is not equipped with that.
Elementary students, aren't they?
Well, here's one bed. What? Okay, here, hold on. What kind of bed are you? Because I know we don't need baths anymore. But I feel like here, I'll put it in inventory.
Yes, we keep. Okay, our twins, Julius and Gilberto. Great names. We definitely picked those out ourselves.
It doesn't say who it's for.
We, for some reason, decided to have them, and they're real problem children. And they keep being hungry and tired and dirty.
And complaining.
And the child services keep saying, feed your child or else we'll take them away. So we're having to make sure that they are okay. We are happy they've aged up from toddlers, the most troublesome stage, and now they can, like, feed themselves and they're sent off to school in the morning.
Okay, it does say he can sleep there. Let's assign everybody beds and stuff. I guess that should be what we do.
That's a good point.
Okay, this is the roof.
Step 3. What is it? It is what it is, problem children. Yes. Step 3 is never let strange people into your home, which is also something I didn't know you did.
I think this might have been something that people used to do. And do less now.
You know, okay, I've talked about this to people in person a lot, and I will complain about it here as well. I'll complain about it everywhere until someone listens to me. Why do you, like, the electrician people not wear uniforms anymore?
Oh, thank you for following. White Pumpkin 24. Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome. I think they're going back to that some. Like, I know when our Nana had a flat tire and I had to call the people to, like, come and do that, they, like, sent a picture of the guy they were sending. Mm-hmm. So I think they're going back to that more. I was trying to decide who to assign where, but I guess everyone can sleep wherever they want. Where are you?
Because for some reason, at the house we were in before the house I am in now, that's very vague and confusing, trying to make it as confusing as possible. We had all of the electricity stuff, like those boxes and stuff, for the whole neighborhood in our backyard. So people came up to our house all of the time and, like, knocked on the door and be like, can I go in your backyard? I never answered the door, and then they just went in the backyard anyway. But it was something that happened all of the time, and not a single one of them wore a uniform. They all wearing, like, t-shirts and jeans, and that's really suspicious when I am home alone, I am small and frightened, and you are just a random man walking up to my home in t-shirts and jeans.
Thank you for following. Eve You can try this one, Rose.
It looks like evac arts. You can tell me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, that sounds right.
We are talking
Hey,
about
hello, welcome. Oh, what's up? Yeah, we're talking about how not to die from a serial killer. That's what we are doing. Because usually we tell
about service workers, not service workers specifically electricians. Big problem with electricians. Anyway, step 4 is avoid giving personal information to strangers.
Again,
this
I think. Go ahead.
No, this one they talk about like the internet and stuff. Like if you're online dating, don't give out your home or work addresses.
Like Pikachu. Sorry, hold. Sounds like Pokemon Go people that just knock your door for something like a Pikachu. I was lured around and came across your stream, and I think I can help out. Oh. What was I? Oh. I think a lot of these, the not giving out personal information and stuff like that, all of this, I think, was much more of a problem before. I feel it in me bones that it was much more of a problem. This is not who I wish to talk to. Where is the guy I wish to talk to? He's gone away. He's disappeared.
Oh, by the way, but if I'm sure you could, we haven't done a lot of our branding and graphics or anything. If you have any suggestions, we have a Discord with an area for suggestions, and we would love to hear them. And if our mod is awake, he will post the Discord. If he's not, it's linked on our Twitch page.
Yeah, it's linked on our Twitch page. I don't know how to post it. I'm not good with the technical skills. Or I still barely know how to do the Discord. Okay, we should probably all go home. It's very late at night, and we're in a public park, and that makes us creepy. Where is the guy? There. You. Let's go. Oh, the cat emojis are cute, too. All the little different emotes are cute.
We're on method 3 of 3 now, which is defending yourself against an imminent attack. So you've let the serial killer into your home. You've shared some personal information online, and you have not locked your car doors.
I guess the personal information could also be, though, just to make everyone feel uncomfortable, or at least me feel uncomfortable, because I worry about everything. That, like, all those data leaks and stuff that's happening. Like, yesterday I saw on the news, like, there's, like, a T-Mobile data leak and stuff. You know, like, there's always, it's like, every time you turn around, somebody who you've worked with, done something with at one point, you know, it's like, I shopped at Target once in my life. Now they've released all their customers' data to the bad people. And they're trying to sell it online.
Exactly.
I just feel like that's going to get more and more of a problem, to the point where it, like, you have to, I don't know, have everything requires biometric. To, like, pay for your McDonald's meal is going to require, like, an iris scan or something. It's how I feel like it's eventually going to get. Don't sleep downstairs. You could go upstairs. There's tons of beds. Why is she sleeping on the porch?
If you feel threatened by a suspicious person or approached by a would-be attacker, the best method to avoid getting hurt is to run away. Big fan of that one. Our mod. There he is with the Discord. Look at him go.
To not stand and fight, just to run away?
Yes. Run. Second method.
Oh, I forgot him at the park. I forgot the husband at the park. Dang it. I left him there. Oops.
Ways to hide from your attacker if you cannot escape. Which is possibly what our husband is doing.
Hiding because he knows that eventually we will kill him as we get closer and closer with this other man. This is such a nice house compared to the other house.
Oh, you want to buy a drink? We need your social security number, first and last name, your mother's name from the first pet if you have one, yes.
Yeah, that's what it feels like, that eventually we're going to get to that. Well, because they keep telling me, make your passwords harder, and I keep telling them I can't remember them. If it's a random string of numbers and letters that's secure, I won't be able to handle it. I can't keep them all in my head. Like for, oh no, I don't want to cook together, I just want to cook. I don't have to cook anymore.
Hold on, just by the way, step number 3 for when you've let the serial killer into your home is to yell, back off, and push your attacker.
I like that, because the serial killer listen.
This is better than yelling help.
But for the comment about, like, having all that, yeah, I think that's what it's going to be. I know for our school, to take tests on campus and stuff like that, you have to log into your account. Well, that's fine. That's like your email and password. But now they've added where it also has to text you a secret code each time. So now for your test, which you're not allowed to have your phone for, you must now have your phone. You see the issue here. I don't know how they're planning on handling that. What?
I'm sure they'll figure it out.
I'm sure they won't. I'm sure they'll have no plan. I don't think they're prepared.
You can be optimistic.
It's like that. Soon it's going to be text you a secret code and email you a secret code and, like, have a special password. I just feel like it's getting worse and worse. What?
Carry and learn to use pepper spray.
Did you have to learn to use pepper spray? Is that a thing? I thought you just pointed.
I mean, there's the whole thing about, like, you shouldn't, like, point it at yourself, and if you have to spray it every so often or it will explode.
Oh, you should tell that story. We should tell that story.
It's not that much of a story, more than it is just sad.
Okay, I will tell that story. I think it's a great story. Humanity's evolving backwards. The more, like, we became all secure from all the animals and wild beasts by having houses, and now we must protect ourselves from each other. But a funny story.
Trying to steal my identity and order Amazon.
A funny story, because our grandmother does watch sometimes and appreciates deeply when we talk about her on stream. So we shall do it again. No, she doesn't appreciate it deeply, but she doesn't mind either. Are you home now? Good. The husband's made his way home.
Perfect. Are the children at school?
No, because it's 6 in the morning.
Oh.
They haven't left yet. But so the story. Our grandmother likes to go on walks. She's a very healthy person, much healthier than we are. She used to walk.
At one point, and they said she had the heart of a runner.
Yes, she used to walk quite a bit with a friend of hers. And they would walk in the mornings by themselves, just the two girls. So they were like, we should be careful. They weren't really worried about people.
Okay. Hold on, wait. Are you going to mention, they were not worried about being attacked by a serial killer. They were worried about dogs.
Because the place where they walked had quite a few dogs. And some of them were friendly and some of them they were not. If you know you're going to escape from the serial killer, it's probably safe to burn the house down to die with the serial, or if you know you're not going to escape. I guess that's one way to handle it.
Just take him down with you, you know.
I feel like that's a lot of how, like, movies go. It's if I can't, I'm going to make you suffer too. And or like how, like, heroes die in the movies, at least. Okay, there he is. This is my chance to get to know him while he brushes his teeth.
Yes, she carried pepper spray to protect herself from dogs. She's scared of big dogs.
I never had to use it, though.
No, never had to use it. Nothing ever happened. But this is why you have to learn how to use pepper spray. Because if you don't spray pepper spray for long enough, it, like, builds up.
And explodes.
Yes.
So one day they're walking, and all of a sudden they hear this loud bang. And
they think it's a gunshot.
And she feels this pain in her leg. So she thinks she's been shot.
We should mention they live in a retirement neighborhood, and there is no children or crime. Actually, there is crime, but it's like they, like, make LSD in the apartments.
Yes, Clinton's gonna decide that he doesn't like video games. I'm sorry.
Well, yes, and then first of all, if pepper spray explodes on your leg, it will provide a very large bruise and be a very bad time overall.
Because the amount of, like, compression in the can is pretty strong, enough to make, like, a big bruise. But it gets worse. So she goes home thinking she's been shot, realizes she isn't. Yes, you can come over and hang out at our new house. Is glad she isn't shot, is upset because, that hurt, but okay, whatever. She changes clothes because now she's got pepper spray all over her pants. And, like, pepper spray, it's a lot. It hurts your eyes. And leaves them in the bathroom to deal with later because she's in a lot of pain because she's bruised her leg up really bad. Our pops comes home. That's our grandfather.
Our grandfather is terrible in these situations.
And he doesn't know what's going on. So he goes to the bathroom, and on the kitchen counter, or on the bathroom counter, they're sitting, I'm in the kitchen, that's why I said that. There are, sitting these clothes, and he's like, oh, for the one time in my life, I'll be helpful. Never done it before, never picked up. I'll put these in the laundry basket. So he puts them in the laundry basket, then he touches his face and eyes. Getting pepper spray all over himself, causing bad reaction, because when it gets in your eyes, it's not a good time. It was very upsetting for everyone involved. I find it hilarious every time they tell it, though.
It's a sad time overall.
What's stranger, Coke or Pepsi?
It's stronger.
What?
What's stronger? Not what's stranger.
Oh, stronger. What's stronger, Coke or Pepsi? I don't really drink Pepsi. We
Like
don't have a lot of,
taste wise or like mixed with alcohol? I'm confused.
I think just in general.
Oh, which out of the two is stronger when pressurized?
Oh, and pressurized. I bet they're about the same, but I guess it would depend on the level of carbonation. I feel like Coke has a lot of carbonation in it. Ooh, we reached
This is
charisma
why I
skill.
don't help you when it's a kind thing to do. That's what WikiHow and our grandfather is teaching.
I don't think that's what he's teaching. I think it's like he only chooses to help, the one time ever he's put away the clothes is the time that it's that. He waits, it's like his brain knows today would be a bad day to do this. I shall do it now. Why is
Step
she
5
sad?
is learn self-defense techniques from a trained instructor. Spend money on your safety.
Some people though I feel like are not gonna learn, like I don't think it wouldn't matter how many like karate lessons I took. I'm not gonna be able to execute that. There's some
If you've
very
done it all your life, you probably will.
I guess that's true. Um also not mind people's business. Yes. Um, I know for like women, there's some pretty simple ones. I'm sure it would work for men too. That I learned during my yoga class. The class taught to there to help you learn self defense techniques. Of what is the one from Israel? I forget. Do you remember? Is it
Krav Maga.
that one that has some very basic ones that are like supposed to be self defense? Okay, I think we've become good enough friends. We shall start romancing.
I lost some brain cells last night. Why?
Last so I used too much.
What did you do to your brain?
Oh, he's feeling flirty.
That's good.
This is good. We are moving right along. I was worried he might reject us, but I think I asked him about his day enough that he's given up. If I just keep asking him how he's
Well, we
doing.
also now live in his home.
Oh, she's too sad. Go do something to make yourself not. Oh, wait, now you're feeling flirty. Of course, now that he's wandered off.
Teacher says a very hard act. I want to say act, but I also want to say ACT, so I don't know. It's one of those two. Speaking of tests,
That's what I was going to say. Go ahead.
tomorrow I have to take another standardized test because I never truly will escape them. So we will not be having a stream unless we decide to have one at night, which we might. You never know. We like to be wild and crazy and keep you all on your toes.
Activity. A very hard activity.
So I will be taking a 5-hour test, and it'll just be a really fun time. I'll really deeply enjoy it.
Oh, wait, no, I don't want to gush about partner. That was a mistake.
Did you do that?
I X'd out of it, I think.
Anyway, step 6 is use your strongest body parts to counterattack.
It's not me. It's Rose.
It's okay.
It's okay though. It's confusing. We've thought about changing our stream setup a little bit, and you guys can tell us if you think this would be better to have like our names above our characters. But I'm not sure if that would be a better way to do it or not. Oh, he's mad. He's very angry. He sees us flirting.
Wonderful. Now we can kill him.
No, we haven't gotten to we have to get our love bar fully up, and then we have to actually cheat in front of him. Like we have to actually, do some things.
Anyway, step 6 is use your strongest body parts to counterattack. I think probably below.
So like right, okay, maybe we could try it there. I don't know what color we could do it in, but I think I could probably get that to work. I don't think it'd be that hard.
So we're gonna try to figure it out. Where, as we get closer and closer to 50, we think, oh wait, this is actually going okay. We have to think about things now. So we're trying to figure out some things like that, some different. I don't want to call them branding. They're not branding.
I think they are branding. It's about having like or maybe aesthetic, like having like a cohesive design, like the same colors and the same that kind of stuff. That's what we mean. But I can make a note about the below. If I don't make a note, I won't remember.
Also, since we've gotten more followers this time than I expected, we're very, very close to 50. So when we hit 50, we want to do some kind 50 followers. I should be less vague. We want to do some kind of
celebration.
It'll probably be longer, like 4 hours or so. After that, we have no energy. I go and I take naps after 4-hour streams. I told her that people do like 12-hour streams, and she was very upset about that idea. I said, eventually we'll have to do that. 80 years old, and I go to bed, and I eat my meals at 6 p.m. But we are probably gonna post in our Discord a vote of what y'all would want us to do during that, and I guess we could probably do a couple of things. Like
We also would love suggestions.
Probably aren't 4 hours.
Eventually. No, I mean, I think eventually it would be fun. I think doing challenges and stuff are fun. Rose is like, what's the point?
I think sleeping schedules are a routine.
We also would love ideas about emotes, which we're trying to figure out how to do, but we have very limited art skills. And don't truly understand everything. And people have told us like there's like a pixel limit, and my first thought is like I don't know how to count pixels. I didn't even know there's a way to do that. That kind of stuff. So, but somebody suggested something about like Rose and like one about sleep. I think that would be funny. Also, words would probably be easier for us because that's less art skills.
Anyway, back to step 6, which I've said 4 times. Use your strongest body part to counterattack. I know what you're thinking. I have no strong body parts.
So I'm going to use my brain and confuse the attacker.
I'm flesh and bones, and I break like a stick. Dry pasta. In human form. Your strongest body parts are your elbows, head, and knees.
So poke him with your bony bits. No?
Poke him with your bony bits.
That's what I think they're saying, is it not? I think that's what they're saying.
They say use your elbows, hands, or head for attacking the upper body, but use your knees or feet to attack their lower body. Do not step closer to use your arms or hands if your legs or knees, since if you can use your... Yeah. Exactly.
Shoulders, knees, and toes.
That song was teaching us.
That's exactly. I don't think that's what it was. I wonder what it was teaching us. I bet it had a reason, because Ring Around the Rosie was teaching us what to do with the plague. What?
He was to teach you the name of body parts.
What's the Kiss 10 Sims? I was trying to see what else we had to do here.
I'm thinking it was to defend yourself from serial killers. Yeah, it's to learn body parts.
But it skips major sections.
Language development as they learn to intimidate the adult singing a song and learn to name the parts of the body. Moving to music together helps children link their actions to other people. So it's important for social and language skills.
Okay. I just thought because it misses like a huge section, and children talk a lot about their tummies and stuff, It misses that whole, middle area. You just skip past all that. And a lot of people, like I said, like they'll ask, does your tummy hurt or that kind of stuff with a baby to try to get information, or not a baby, but, like a younger child to try to get information about, like if they're hungry or is your tummy empty, that kind of stuff. So they skip right over that. I'm going to choose to believe it's to protect them from serial killers. Speaking of that,
most vulnerable body parts.
Speaking of that, I see on the TikToks. I watch the TikToks probably more than I should.
She watches them too much. It's the only thing she does. Every time I see her, she has more TikToks to tell me
about. But I see on the TikToks this lady, and I thought, that's an interesting concept. Never thought of, don't want kids, but interesting concept anyway. She teaches her little children, like, in a play way. So she's like, let's practice, but it's, like, supposed to be play and fun. How to, handle being kidnapped. And one of the ways she teaches them...
Emotionally?
Not emotionally. No, it's not like, how do you handle the emotional torture of being kidnapped? No, it's like, how to, like, fight back, that kind of thing. One of the things she teaches them that I'm like, that would probably work for other people if they are small and weak, like I, is to, when they're trying to drag you away, to kidnap you, to get you into the white van, you, like, drop down to their legs and, like, try to get all your weight to the ground because it's harder for them to carry you, and then, like, wrap your arms around their legs and, like, try to pull them down. I'm sure there's more to it than that, but that's what it seemed like with her little child that she was teaching. I think we talked no, it is getting nighttime. I was going to say, I think me and him talked the whole night, but we didn't. Look, I think that might
tell me what the most vulnerable parts of the body are.
Hold on, you don't want to address the licking the serial killer comment?
No, it's acceptable.
I think it might actually throw them off.
What you gotta do to survive the serial kidnapping.
I think if you just went up to him, licked him, and kind of looked at him like, what you gonna do about it now, man? I think it might, yeah, he might get thrown off by that situation.
I keep asking how many Pokemon trainers get so annoyed with other Pokemon trainers, instead of putting out a Pokemon, they just punch the other guy in the face.
Apparently not enough because they or pull down their pants. Yeah, that'd probably be good too. You could trip them.
Tell them you have a serious disease, just cough at them.
Yeah, that might Ebola, like something like that. I think that might work. I don't know. It would depend on what kind of a serial killer it is. How serious is he? Are you his first kill? Because if Criminal Minds has taught us anything, it's that the first kill is very special.
Very special, but you don't want to create any fetishes. You don't want to cause problems for other people.
For the next victim? I don't know. I feel like that's what a lot of women are doing. And there's been some studies about how like girls really like true crime. And I know it's popular amongst other people too, but there's like it's a big thing amongst the women genres. Please go to bed, you two. Everyone else is sleeping. Um, it's very popular amongst the women's. Why are you angry? um, and they have reasons they believe that it might be because it's like it helps to justify like the trauma of being a woman and stuff. But I think it's truly because deep down, most of us feel that we someday may need to bury a body and want to be fully prepared for this situation with all the most relevant and up-to-date scenarios that the television writers can come up for us with.
Serial killer enjoying being licked, I'm sure, is a Criminal Minds episode. Just wait for it, okay? Just give them a little while.
But do you not think that's what it is, Rose? That we're all just preparing for the day when we do need to bury the body?
Well, that's what I'm doing, but you know, use everyday objects as weapons if necessary. Once again, these are things I thought people knew. Maybe it's just a girl thing, like carrying your keys between your fingers, kind of thing.
And they're making all kinds of like cute. I see these on the TikTok too, on the talk of the tick. But they make all kinds of like cute defense weapons now, like little pointy objects that look like little cat's ears, and like decorated pepper spray and stuff like that. I guess because people weren't carrying them because they weren't cute. I have not carried pepper spray because I am frightened that it will do what it did to Nana. And there I will be. But I assume it will do it at the most inconvenient and inappropriate time, like in the middle of class or something. Boom, there will be the explosion, and that I'll just have to deal with that, and I don't want that to happen because that's something that would happen to me.
It wouldn't. That's okay. And maybe that's a girl thing to know these things, but also our university encourages throwing chairs at school shooters, so maybe it's not just a girl thing.
Try to calm down.
Learn to escape typical grab attacks. That one's not interesting. But that is the last thing. How does that? Does everyone feel like they can escape a serial killer now?
I don't think I could. But I also think I don't go out enough and am not interesting enough to draw their attention. There are other people who they will go after before me. Be lethal. Exactly. Learn some skills that I don't have.
I'm going to tell you some fun WikiHow articles we could go through. How to prevent or survive a monkey attack.
Survive a monkey attack?
Yes. How to safely swim with piranhas.
Well, that's a good one. That one's probably pretty useful.
How to escape from dangerous.
Oh, I think he agreed to be her boyfriend. I think we got there.
That's good.
Yes, he's her boyfriend now. Okay, we're moving right along.
How to escape from dangerous forest animals. They show a lion.
If it's dumb, then yes, you can. I think my biggest skill with the serial killer, they'd have to be not one of those ones who just kills for no reason. It'd need to be one who like has a legitimate reason for why they're doing stuff, you know, thinks it's appeasing something or, you know, something like that. And I think my best way to get out would be trying to talk him out of it. Be like, listen, man, I've watched a lot of Criminal Minds. I know all the true crimes. I can be a help here. We can work together. I know you wanted me to be your, you know, ex-victim. But instead, how about I help you keep from getting caught? I think that's like where my skills lie. Trying to convince him out of it.
How to catch a toad.
Are you just gonna keep reading? Why don't we discuss the other thing I sent you?
How to reduce stress in cats.
Why don't we discuss the other thing? Oh, wait, side note. On my lovely free time, my vacation this weekend, I purchased a cat hat. I saw it, I got it, I needed it. My cat will probably not be happy about it. That's something that he may need his stress reduced from. That was my side note. I saw them. Apparently, I asked them because they only had one left. I said, is this the only one? They said, yes, they're flying off the shelves. Flying, that's the word they used, off the shelves.
Hear Edmund in the noise he just made?
No, we can't hear him. Oh, she's warming her hands at the fire. Where are you? Oh, he's asleep. On the sofa. Wake up.
Are the children at school?
No, it's a Sunday. I have to keep
How
looking
to
at
survive
time.
an encounter with an ostrich? How to be goth?
You don't want to address the one I brought up?
How to mosh in a mosh pit?
You're not listening. I'll bring it up. I don't remember the girl's name though, so you're gonna have to correct me.
No, I didn't read it. I was.
Okay, well, can you pull it up? I saw this again on TikTok. I thought it was an interesting concept. I want to get people's opinions on it because I also didn't fully understand it and I couldn't find good information on it. So I'm looking to other people to give me the resources I need. Don't go to bed, go talk to him. You didn't read it though?
No.
What's the girl's name?
I'm gonna say it wrong. Saisha?
Okay, yeah, Saisha. No, that's right. So okay, an interesting topic of discussion. Maybe, maybe not. And if you guys have something, feel free to bring it up because we just are kind of playing it loose and fast today. I saw this on TikTok. I was like, wow, that's an interesting story. It reminds me a lot of the Free Britney thing, like the idea of a semi-celebrity or a celebrity, like becoming the kind of face of an issue, you know? What Pokemon World? That is an interesting concept. Rose was talking about in the Discord some of that. I think it would be very dangerous and frightening. We'd also might want to have conversations about why parents are allowing their 10-year-olds to go off into the woods to capture creatures and then fight with them.
At 10 years old, you can decide you don't want a son anymore. Send them off to catch Pokemon.
And then fight with them. Tell them it is their goal in life to capture little animals and make them fight to the death. But we're not going to call it death.
We're going to die.
And yeah, there's so many of them that like carry children off in the night. But so this lady, Saisha something, I forget her last name. Anyway, she's apparently become the face of a movement, which I didn't know was a thing, and maybe is a legal crime, like you can actually accuse people of, question mark, that she calls legal kidnapping. Because I mean that was in like something she said she's accusing them and like charging them with legal kidnapping. I didn't know that was like a term, but maybe it is, you know.
The reason they were taken away is supposedly her first son. Her older one. Nope, she meant to spell son that way. Was forcefully and legally kidnapped from us by the CPS who claimed he refused a B12 shot that was a matter of life and death, which is an absolute lie.
I looked up what a B12 shot is. Essentially, it's a vitamin shot.
It's good for energy.
But essentially, so wait, legal, yeah. I don't know if it that's a real thing, if it's just a term they've coined, but essentially she goes to the hospital because she has this young child, like very young. He's not wanting to eat from a bottle now that she switched him to that because she's having another kid, so she's having trouble like feeding him. She's like, "Hey, we need help." They're like, "Okay, cool. Here, let's work this out." They work it out. She's like, "Can we leave now?" They're like, "No, we need to do more stuff." Oh, he's slapping me. Excuse me, sir. He just came up and attacked her. We're gonna kill him off soon. I'm sorry. That was a distraction. Soon you will be gone. Because that was not appropriate.
Real husband in his house he stole, and Gilberto and Julius.
We're living in this lovely home because of us. You didn't have a problem when I chose you over Axel.
Okay. They said the hospital kept their son even after he successfully weaned off breast milk. Officials say that they put the couple's son in foster care in late March after he was discharged from the hospital.
Well, you were leaving pieces out. I was telling it like a story. I was going to say sporadically, but that's not correct.
His son had been discharged. She had never heard from the child welfare officials, and they didn't reach out to any immediate family or other relatives for possible placement.
You're just breezing right through this. We're going to run out of topics.
Don't forget the time when he didn't help you and only ate and slept. We know.
Yes. Also, he didn't have any problem when, we took him over Axel. But now he got issues. Okay. Now is the time. Where is he? Where did he go? Where is the angry man? Is he pouting somewhere? Oh, he's in the kitchen. Okay. Now is the time to cheat on him. Upstairs we go.
Because if you guys didn't know, when you have children and they're taken away, please don't have children and have them taken away. But they contact immediate family and other relatives and stuff to see if they can place the children with them instead of putting them in foster care immediately.
But I think okay, if I was someone who hadn't read the story, I wouldn't have followed. Anyway, I will summarize and you guys can tell me if we're missing stuff. Essentially goes to the hospital, wants help. They keep the baby for longer than they think they need to. And then CPS shows up and says these things, which they claim are lies, about how they didn't refuse care. That
she never knew her child was discharged.
That was after CPS showed up.
Oh, she doesn't say CPS showed up.
Well, from what I understand, they did. Essentially, they're saying that like they're trying to take her child. And then recently, something I didn't know they could do, they were like leaving their house and the cops were waiting in an unmarked car outside their house, followed them, pulled them over to do a like on the road wellness check, which again didn't know they could do, and then took their other child who was like 10 days old. That's the more upsetting part, I think. Okay,
wait. Reports say the physician who oversees cases like this one at All Children's Hospital, where she took her son, Dr. Sally Smith, is also the subject of a USA Today Network investigation where she was accused of being too quick to diagnose child abuse and too critical of parents and caregivers.
Yeah, that was the part that made it seem even more upsetting because it looks like, you know,
maybe that lady's fault.
He's very angry. Okay, do you want to Google real quick, since you're on the Googles, how we should murder him? Because I thought it might be fun. I think there's at least 10 different ways to murder the Sims. If we did them all in different ways. If we can figure out how. I mean, I could do the pool. We could definitely buy a pool and build it here. Should we do that?
We can do drowning. That is a suggestion.
Okay, I will build the pool.
Feed your Sim to a cow plant. Have a horde of flies eat your Sim alive.
How do we do that one?
Crush your Sim with a vending machine.
Okay, you guys will see my poor building skills. This is why we didn't build our house originally. I am not good at it.
Build a nice rectangular pool.
Well, I was just going to maybe put this one in. This looks like preset. Octagonal pool. Just stick this one right here. And let's just expand a little bit.
7 are natural causes and 3 come about from the game's newfangled emotions.
I'm just going to expand a little bit. That's a nice size pool. Okay, pool ladder. Is there a pool ladder? Pool. Pool objects. Oh, yes, the ladder, which we need, and then we'll remove. Is there anything else? What are these? Mosaic tile decor. We don't need those. Lights. I don't think we need lights either. It's not a nighttime pool. It's a daytime pool.
Okay, go make them get in the pool.
Yeah, hordes of flies. I don't know what that is. Okay.
On Wednesday, their couple's newborn daughter, who's just 10 years old, was also taken from them during the summer.
Oh, they're having a physical altercation, sir. Not the time. Go cool off in the pool. Here, go have a swim.
Physical altercation?
That's what it is it not?
Oh, but sometimes I think we do things like this, and you can tell we're going into helping professions.
She's gonna angrily swim because I call it a physical altercation instead of a fight.
Physical altercation, yes. And go cool off in the pool. This is not the time.
It's because we're used. I'm like really unusually for me who panics about everything and can't handle my life. I'm very good in like emergency situations. For the few emergencies, like actual emergencies we've had / semi-emergencies, I'm like the best in our family about it. I know that's bragging, but I really truly believe I am the best in our family about them.
It's also, I'm gonna be honest, it's hard to be worse than most of our family.
He's in the pool. Remove the pool ladder. No, we have to sell it. We don't want to sell it. I just want to put it in my inventory. I guess we're going to sell it. We'll have to buy it each time, but whatever. Okay. He is very angry. He is very angry twice. He also very much needs to sleep, so that may help us kill him off quicker.
He can't sleep in the pool.
He wishes to go to bed. Wait, you can just pull yourself out? Wait, what? Hold on, Rose. We've got a serious issue with this drowning situation. He's set on the side and just got his way out. I thought they told me if I took away his ladder, he could not retrieve himself from the pool. Is it not deep enough? Can I make it deeper?
How to drown Sims.
But yes, I think
Swim a pool. They have to already swim a pool and to build and remove the ladder. Some swims can swim.
What are you saying?
That doesn't make any sense. Simply let them take a swim, then remove the ladders and put a fence around the pool.
Tall wall. Okay, I also need fence.
Gotta fence them into the pool.
Pool. Objects. Gotta buy that ladder again. Maybe make the sides larger. I just
video of her child being taken away.
What?
She has a video of it.
Yeah, I watched the video. It's very upsetting. Of her like screaming and crying and asking things. Now I remember something horrible. What? What do you remember that's horrible?
Oh, great. Add to the thing.
But it's like of her screaming and crying and like begging, like, why can't I go to the hospital with him? He had a doctor's visit, or she had a doctor. Must be applied to a room. Oh, this is not right. Oh, ladder side. Like screaming and crying and saying, like, you know, he just went to the doctor. Why can't I go with him? Stuff like that. It's very upsetting and horrible.
That is upsetting.
Do you want to share your story, Rose?
Oh, I almost drowned when I was tiny.
What do you mean must be applied to a room? We don't have no room. Must be applied to a room. What do you mean? This is a room. It's a pool. You need outdoor fencing. Here, pool area. Fence.
Did you not have outdoor fencing? There's indoor fencing?
I don't know. Every time I click it says it must be applied to a room, which confuses me on all the levels. See? Must be applied to a room. As a kid, my dad saved me, so yeah. It was one of our uncles who saved her, but everyone tried. It's because she forgot she was supposed to wear float. It's like when she was really, really young. And like,
yeah, I was like,
forgot she had taken her floaties off and went into the deep end.
It was upsetting.
Why won't it let...
I'll release a statement to People magazine. I will read you this lovely statement.
Must be applied to
our first priority at John Hopkins All Children's Hospital is always the safety and privacy of our patients and their families. Therefore, we strictly follow privacy laws that limit the amount of information we can release regarding this particular case. However, we can say that our first responsibility is always to the child brought to us for care, and we are legally obligated to notify the Department of Children and Families when we detect signs of possible abuse and neglect. It is the DCF that investigates the situation and makes the ultimate decision about what course of action is best for the interest of the child. So there you go. That is how they responded.
Okay, I'm spending money in error, but we're trying to do this.
I think it needs to be right on the pool, so he can't leave.
Well, do you think a square pool won't work then?
No, can't you tilt the fencing?
I don't know. It's not happy with me at the moment.
It's because it's currently on top of the pool. Go farther. Go to the end of the pool. Replace it one by one. Can't you tilt the fence? Oh, no, see, there you go. Oh.
Hold on. We've got this fence here, which needs to be removed. And then it took away our ladder.
And we also need a gate.
Remove fence. Okay. Yeah, because he's not in there. Okay. We want the fence to also be taller.
Murder him.
Make it taller. You don't want to be taller? You refuse to participate? Or is it taller and it's just not telling me? I'm gonna say it's taller and it's just not telling me. Outdoor fence? Yeah, I don't know. I think this is right. How do I put in the ladder though if the fence is here?
Try putting it
on the corner? Or do you think maybe I have to remove some of the fence, get him in there, and fence him back in?
That makes sense. Do that.
Okay.
Because they don't seem to actually need a ladder.
I just want to remove this one panel. You're not going to let me do that, are you? What if I rotate it? No, this object can't be placed without a foundation. Oh, okay, yeah. I just moved that in there. Cool. Now you, no sleep. Swim.
Only swim.
You do the swim. Okay, now you're stuck. Good. Fence, come back. rotate. Come here.
Back.
And then we need to move you right there. Yes.
Wonderful. Now he will truly swim to his death.
Well, hopefully. I'm worried he's going to stick himself in these little corners or something.
I don't think he can.
Okay, let's see. Very angry. He also needs to go to the bathroom, needs to go to sleep, and needs to be social. He's going to backfloat.
Him and his sunglasses.
Okay, yes, you just keep swimming. Have a lovely time there. We'll check back on you in a second. Hopefully none of the neighbors call the cops. Oh wait, that's right. The Sims don't have the cops.
As I said, there's no police in the Sims.
Which is odd because in one of the jobs, there's like a get to work package. I do not own it. But I know one of the jobs is like being a cop and a detective. I know that's like one of the things you can do. But I guess they don't actually, do anything. They just do fake cases. They don't investigate all the mysterious drownings and stuff.
No, those are normal. Those are expected part of life.
Also, while we're here, let us save just in case. I always worry things will die unexpectedly.
I think we forgot to bring the gravestone.
Oh no, how do we do that? Well, it might be in my inventory. Let me check. It didn't ask me. But I will check as soon as it saves. I just wanted to save to make sure that because we've made a lot of progress and I don't want it to like die and me not know what to do because that would be my response to that. So
yes, that's the article she sent me.
Does anyone have any opinions on that one? Okay, what is this? No. So is the gravestone at the other place? Do you want to Google how to get gravestones, or maybe it stuck itself outside and I just didn't notice it?
We'll check outside.
I'm looking outside, but it's also possible I can walk right past it and not notice it. There's a stump. Because we need Axel. Not really. I don't want to move the tree. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be responsible for the landscaping. Okay, so should I go to the other house and see if it's there? I don't know if I can leave while I'm killing him. Technically, he's not dead, though. You think it's okay to go?
No, we're not allowed to.
Well, then what do I do about the gravestone? We need the gravestone here. What if we've messed up everything? What if we've ruined it all? Technically, he's not dead yet. He could just be swimming. And the main reason they said not to leave was because it could mess things up. So you think we kill him, then go try to find the gravestone?
Yeah, because I think if we just go back to that house,
it should be there.
Can't we just do that?
I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to find out. I'm not sure. Hopefully, I would have thought it would put it in inventory.
No, you can just leave buried bodies on other people's walks in The Sims too.
But as far as my opinion of the case, I know you were all asking, you weren't, but I will tell you anyway. It's very upsetting, it sounds like, but it also sounds to me like maybe there's parts we're not getting. Either that, it's like one of those things, it's either we don't understand it because surely that wouldn't happen, or wow, someone needs to review their protocols.
Let me tell you another upsetting story. So, I enjoy watching documentaries.
He's definitely struggling. I don't know, he was waving his hands like he was upset about it. And his energy, that's the good thing, him compared to Axel, he was already tired. And I think that's going to be what gets him here. Because I think if he falls asleep, he's going to drown. Whereas Axel could, fall asleep and just pass out on the floor. He can't. I think he'll just drown. So I think he may be a faster death. See, he looks like he's really having trouble here. But maybe that's just him swimming in place. I don't know.
Gabriel Fernandez. Have any of you guys heard about this? May has, because I tell her all the time. Because it upsets me deeply. Has anyone heard about this? It's a Netflix documentary about his trial. But the thing specifically is about this kid named Gabriel Fernandez, who he had child services come out and visit him 4 times. And he was having all this horrific abuse happen to him, and eventually it killed him.
I hate watching any documentary. I'm sorry.
I enjoy them because I am 80 years old at heart.
Maybe you will enjoy the recap.
Yes.
Yep, he's drowning. He's drowning. There we go.
Let's take a break. There he goes.
He sink.
There he
Oh,
goes.
this is sad. They've got a whole animation and everything. Look at that. He's floating upside down in the water. Yeah, they've got the whole thing animated. And there's the Grim Reaper. Our second murder.
Grim Reaper for another gravestone. Hey, we lost the first one.
Yeah, can we get a replacement? Are you going to take him, or are you just going to let him stay there? Can you not get to him because of the fence? Because we really don't want the body in here. You know, could you speed things along? Check your tablet or whatever you have to do last time.
I'm glad the Grim Reaper has updated his ways to tablets.
Well, that's what he's doing. Look at him. He's on his little iPad. He's like, yep, this guy. I'm going to do that. Better get there. This the one? Yep, the one floating in the pool. Oh, that was cool sounding. Oh, gravestone. Okay. We need to engrave. It took... I told you it wouldn't work, is what they have. They want, I think, killed by Black Widow.
Yeah, and then we put 2 because we won't remember how many.
I hope I spelled it all right, too. Check. Can I move them? Because I feel like this house, since it's going to be our permanent house, there should be kind of like a grave area. And it's got so many pretty places to have a grave area. With all this landscaping and such. Ooh, how about over here? In these kind of like wooded tree things. I think this would be a good place.
Nice.
For their final resting place. Let's see if I can actually manage to pick it up. You can see why we didn't build. I am really bad at the build part. I'm okay at the other ones. I'm not good at the build part. Okay.
Because I think we're going to move his gravestone and then try to go get the first gravestone back.
Hopefully we haven't messed that up.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
And then probably end for the day, because I don't think we have time to get married or anything.
Because now the next step would be to get married, right?
Yeah.
Travel.
But now we don't have to move houses.
I just want to travel by myself. We want to go and look and find the gravestone. So are you thinking you're going to want to do a stream Wednesday night or no?
It will depend on how the test goes.
Will they tell you right away how you did?
I think so.
That's the one thing I like about automatic tests is they tell you, oh, it looks like I can kind of see the gravestone in the picture. So let's hope we can pick it up.
They probably don't because it has a writing section.
Oh, maybe they'll tell you everything about the writing section. Because that's the one.
Days.
Is what?
10 to 16 days.
No, it's Rose taking the test. It's for her like degree and everything. They're much more strict and organized.
Well, it's because at least in the United States, you have to take this test called the Praxis to get your teaching license.
Is this the house we were at? This is where we were? Where's the gravestone?
It used to be. Yeah, that was the house we were at.
Maybe I can't see it because I'm not on the lot yet. Hold on, let me see. Because I'm worried that we don't have it and I don't know what to do. You might start Googling how to get gravestone back.
Or cheat is what we'll do.
How will we cheat and get it back? What's your plan for that? Because it's not here. This is where we were, and it looks like it is. It's not here. They're also living in an empty lot.
That's sad.
You passed your test. Well, you can do it. I didn't take a test. I think you're a little confused. That's okay. It's easy to get confused.
It said, may you pass your test, Rose. May is also a word. Gotta remember that. Not everything's about you.
Everything's about me. I don't know what to do about the gravestone. I'm very upsetty spaghetti. What should we do? We should have picked it up beforehand, but that would have required more knowledge. Maybe is it in your individual inventory, lady? No, you've just got mushrooms and a book. Well, that's unhelpful. What to do? Have you Googled it?
Start your own community.
Of what?
You can start your own community. What's it called? Cemetery.
How? You gonna give instructions on that?
You need to put it in your inventory, but I think we could just buy.
We can just buy a gravestone?
Missing graves after moving.
Move left dead husband. What do? Google that.
Oh, we sold them.
We sold it?
Yes.
We sold Axel? Does that mean we've lost?
Sold them.
Or does that just mean we didn't do as good? What does that mean officially, Rose?
I don't know what that means officially, but it means that we sold his gravestone.
Okay, so maybe we made a small mistake. We're gonna keep going.
We sold all the furniture.
We should have. We know better now. So next time, if we ever have to kill off husbands again for any reason in The Sims, we've got it figured out. Oh, we need to pay our bills. Okay, where are our bills? Where's our mailbox? I don't see a mailbox. Is this our mailbox?
I'm sure we have one.
You would think, but I don't know where it is. View.
We did it when we sold all our furniture. We sold the gravestone.
I don't know where our mailbox is. I'd love to pay our bills. I guess we can do it over the phone, I think. If I can find that, because we should do that before we don't, and then our house gets the lights turned off. Because yes, they will do that.
Well, I'm sure we have a mailbox.
Well, where? Show bill information.
Rip asked twice. We killed him and we sold his gravestone.
Pay bills. Bills are very expensive here. Okay, can we buy a gravestone?
I don't look in buying.
Can we get him a new one? Grave. I hope I'm spelling it right. Okay, nope, that's not what we want. Gravestone. No. How do you spell urn?
U-R-N.
U-R-N. Urn. Sure, and miscellaneous. Are these grandmother's urn? Place your loved one to rest in dignity. So maybe we could give him an urn.
If you go shop under the shop tab, there's an outdoor category. Go there and go to page 9.
Outdoor category?
Mm-hmm.
Outdoor water decor? Outdoor plants?
Go to page 9, it says.
Of what? I don't know how to get to just the outdoor category.
By searching tombstone instead of gravestone.
Tomb. Right, spell tomb. Now I'm misspelling.
T-O-M-B.
O-M-B. I added 2 O's. Tombstone. Nope. Show all. I would like to see all outdoors, please. I'll just try searching outdoor.
You should be in the outdoor section.
Outdoors. I'm in the outdoor section. Page 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh wait, no, this is not 9. How do I get to page 9 of outdoors? I can't search it? I don't think it's going to be here if I can't search it. But that's just my opinion. The outdoors section. Object by room. No, we want object by outdoors. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Is it the same Sims? Same Sims as what?
Yes.
Or as the game we played before? Yes, it's definitely the same Sims. But the question is, where is it? I don't know what you mean by page 9. Do you have any more information or what it's called?
No.
Well, where'd you get the page 9 thing from?
I don't know.
It said go to page 9?
Mm-hmm.
In the outdoors section. What Sims are you looking at? Is it a different version?
No, Sims 4.
And it's called Tombstone? Maybe it's just Tomb. I forgot the T. Tomb of the Unknown Pauper. I don't think that's right. I meant maybe Rose read something that was from that's what I was asking too. Yeah, from another version. Modern fountain. Tomb has resulted in lots of searches that I don't think have much to do with what I'm looking for. Like these toys. Or what is this? A crashed plane wing. How odd.
But, we probably are going to end for the day, and we'll figure out how to get his tombstone back.
Wait, are these tombstones? Upright classic headstone. I think these are just for aesthetic, though. I mean, they don't look the same as the other ones. I'm still looking, though. I feel like these are just for aesthetic, but let's buy one.
Can you find the community lot and see if it was moved there?
Where's the community lot?
Okay.
Well, how do you even know there is a community lot?
You moved to the community lot.
How do you even know there is a community lot?
I looked it up.
Did they tell me how to find it? Google how to find community cemetery.
This is harder than you're making it seem because I've literally never played this game.
Well, if you'll tell it to me, I can probably understand it. I just don't know where. I've never heard of community cemetery, so I didn't know there was one. This is a modern house. Look at how funky this is, just from the outside.
It is modern.
With a little rounded inside area too. I'm moving trees around again. Not my intention. Does it say how to find the community lot?
No.
We continue our second act after this. Oh, your second assignment? School can be, I think, a hard transition to get back into is what it's going to be for everybody. So it didn't say, Rose?
Not that I would find.
Okay, let's buy this one as like a temporary placement for him. And I'll do some research and see, but I have a feeling we done messed up.
It's okay, no one knows.
Okay, here's this one. We would like to place this one here. Maybe there. Okay. Let's go to the real world part and see if I engrave it. Engrave. Okay, rest in peace. We messed up.
Shouldn't it be Died by Black Widow still?
Sorry.
Sorry, Axel.
Is it AXEL?
Yes.
That's what I was gonna put. We messed up. Sorry, Axel.
We sold your gravestone.
I hope I spelled it right. If I didn't, you can blame Rose for not watching more carefully. She should go and mourn here. Yes, mourn. I like that he's in black and white now. Hopefully he'll haunt the house, or maybe the pool. It might be more convenient if he just haunt the pool.
I think Axel can still haunt us.
Hopefully, because otherwise we sold him and the ghost, and now some poor shop owner's got a grave with a ghost attached who's very angry. I love the little animations your VTube characters do. Very cute. Rose is doing a lot more of them than me because I, again, have misplaced my sheet that tells me which numbers they are. I think this is one of them. There is one. That's my favorite one. I think it is cute. I don't know why. It's just my favorite. She is sobbing. Good for her. Get those emotions out.
I'm gonna find someone to raid.
I'll just keep talking because I don't have anything I really want to do, and if I get up, my ankle's gonna hurt again. So you're gonna have to stop me. This is like you with the moving and not wanting to move.
We're gonna find someone to raid. Get to the end screen.
I will get us to the end screen in...
Want to see us live? Come join us on Twitch.
Thanks for watching!